I was helping a friend out. The real model didn't turn up, so I got a phone call late at night, and I was paid £50, and I've got the brochure as evidence, so I'm a paid male model. Hard to believe, I know. I'm now going to tell you a bit about the journey that BlackRock has been on, particularly since I joined in March last year. And I've been very much focused on transforming the culture of the business, and we're working hard to face the customer and really improve the customer experience, and also underpinning that in operational efficiency. So I've been focusing on 3 priorities: unleashing the talent of my people, landing and optimizing some new tools we've been lucky enough to get hold of, and also building a real continuous improvement culture. Now, pensions administration doesn't have a good reputation, and as it's Olympic year, I thought I'd use the all-conquering GB Rowing 4 as a metaphor for the journey we're on. Our goal is to challenge the best service providers in any market. Now, I'll now cover off several slides about BlackRock and the pensions market to give you some context. Now, in case you've not heard of BlackRock, and a lot of people haven't, we are a preeminent asset and risk manager. And we currently have 2.2 trillion sterling assets under management. Yes, that's 2.2 trillion assets. We're the biggest asset manager in the world by some margin. We've been in the UK since 1989, employing 1,800 people, and we employ 9,000 people globally, operating in 34 countries. Now, my business looks after 200,000 members and 260 pension schemes. And some of the schemes are shown here, and you may well recognise some of these names. And we have 30 billion sterling under management in the UK defined contribution space. You might not have heard of us, but we do have a very strong reputation in the institutional space, and we are building that out in the retail space as well. So why is BlackRock in the pensions market? Well, most of us will have been in a defined benefit pension at some stage. Most of us won't be in defined benefit pensions going forward. And we'll be in defined contribution benefit schemes, especially as auto-enrollment kicks in October this year. Now, this structural shift moves risk and decision-making from the employer to the individual. And as a business, we believe we have an obligation to play our part in addressing that challenge, as per our Chief Exec and Chairman's statement there. And also, it's a sizable business opportunity, as defined contribution pensions are here to stay. So what does my business do? Quick slide on this. The business I run is a straightforward one. Employers choose BlackRock to run their pension schemes. We set the records up and manage the ongoing interactions and servicing of the membership. And the employer gives us money to invest in the form of employee and employer contributions, and we do that in BlackRock funds and a range of funds across the market. Our proposition is built upon DC pensions, defined contribution pensions, and also wider workplace savings, including self-invested personal pensions, corporate ISAs, unit trusts, and share save schemes. And all these are underpinned by a leading-edge service delivery capability and communication approach. Now, we're organised with clients and members at the core of all of our activity. And our members can actually interact with us via the web, phone, email, or by mail. We don't have a face-to-face facility at the moment. Now, these client-facing functions are supported by our DC Training Academy, risk management and controls functions, finance and dealing, project management, and with our lean-based service excellence team ranging across the business. All the stuff you'd expect to see in a normal business. So that's some context around BlackRock and the pensions market and why we are in this space. Now, you'll be pleased to hear I'm not going to talk through all of this slide. I'll just focus on a few components of this. We have a clear vision at the top, which is to deliver an easy, innovative, and quality experience to our clients. And that's our outward-facing vision statement, and that's supported by a number of statements that aren't included here. And I've used the balanced scorecard approach to ensure we bring this vision to life within the business. More of that in a moment. And in the next few slides, I'll cover off how we're delivering around our people, processes, and our customers. If we do that, the financials will take care of themselves. I firmly believe that. Now, my real challenge as a leader of this business is to create a compelling mission that works for the ordinary people that work in the business, ordinary people like me. And what I'm actually trying to help my people and myself to do is answer that question that you get in a Friday evening in the pub. you meet somebody new or you meet a friend, so what is it that you do then? Now, I've tried telling them I'm in pensions administration, and their eyes quickly glaze over and wander off to find somebody more interesting. So what we're actually looking to do is find something really compelling that gives people a sense of purpose. You'll see in the middle box there, mission and values. And this is work in progress. We're actually engaging our teams on this. This is the latest iteration. It's not there yet. And we're looking along the lines of helping people realise their savings goals, trying to make something a little bit more interesting that people start to buy into and really feel energised around. Now, I'll make no apologies. I've actually borrowed some of the statements that sit beneath this from a presentation I saw a few months ago from the chief exec of LV, and I know we've some LV people in the room today. He gave a very compelling presentation on what that business is about, and that's to be Britain's best loved insurer. And I remembered that, I've only seen it once, and there were 4 simple values that sat beneath that really they measure themselves against. And that's what we're trying to do. So we've put those out there, a couple of them as a test, and we're bringing a few of our own to life. And if you get a chance, get down to one of their businesses at LV. It's worth a visit. I certainly have. I have, and you can see how the values and the mission are coming to life. And I'll talk a bit more about each of those elements and what we're doing to bring them to life. So, number 1 priority, unleashing the team. What have we been doing then? Well, I joined, as I mentioned, in March last year, and at the end of the previous year, we'd had an employee opinion survey carried out by Hay. And my business came bottom 3 globally, which wasn't a great place to be, but it was a good starting point. The key issues that came out, the key challenges that came out were around training and the systems. The opportunities that were flushed out were around the customer experience and a real passion to do something good for our customers, and the team's commitment to underpin that. And it was very clear that the business wanted, and our people wanted us to set a clear agenda. So what was the strategy that we could all get behind? And morale needed to be addressed, and the communication lines opened. So what have we done? We've done a few things since then, which I'll talk to now. We had an interim survey conducted at the end of last year, and we came top in business operations globally. So from bottom 3 globally to top in business operations. We're not top across the globe because we have some very bright portfolio managers who really get excited about their work. And we have set the challenge this year, though. We want to be best globally by the end of this year. It's a tough ask, but I believe in shooting high and see what we can deliver. So what have we done? We've revamped our induction program. I was at a presentation recently where the customer services director at Dyson talked about how each new employee, on their first day, they build a vacuum cleaner, and they can buy it for £25. What a great way to get those people really understanding that business. So we're looking for how we can do that in pensions. We've put a number of things in place to make that a 6-week induction where we really start to get people to understand what pensions are about and why what my team do, what we do, is important to the customers out there. We've upgraded our behavioural framework and task matrix, setting out the what and the how, very clear expectations, and it also signposts a clear way forward for career development. We've raised the bar as well and set clear performance expectations. That starts with stretch objectives. I calibrate with my leadership team on a quarterly basis, and we have a robust review of everybody's scores in the business. And we also go out of our way to highlight great performance and recognise that. And on the flip side of that, if people can't or won't play the game, we will deal with that as well. We'll either help them to change their performance or encourage them on to somewhere else. And we're also addressing our team's concern number 1 around development. We brought a training manager in who's focused purely on my business. Everybody in the business has a development plan. I have a folder that I pull out samples and go and talk to individuals on a random basis and ask them what they're doing in development and how it's going. We have a visible training and development log that is up on the wall so everybody can see what they've had in terms of training and development, because people forget. And we're passionate about professional development. 80% of our people are professionally qualified or training, and 50% are pensions qualified. And we need to up that number. We can't afford to carry any passengers, so we're looking to get everybody on the bus. And what we've also done, which has been instrumental in transforming the culture so far, is we've joined the Institute of Customer Service, which is a not-for-profit organisation championing service. I've worked with them in the past at Nationwide, and I saw how they transformed a subsidiary there. We've launched our own Service Alpha programme, which is overtly focused on internal and external customers. And why we joined the Institute of Customer Service? Well, we will be benchmarking against the best in any market, not just the pension market. It's great networking opportunities. I've mentioned 2 companies, LV and Dyson, that I found very inspirational. We get access to leading edge research, which we shared within the leadership team, and that just sparks a discussion. And also bespoke service excellence qualifications. We've got 36 people who are up and running on training and qualifications that are focused purely on customer service, and I'm one of those people. We also launched In the Shoes of the Customer exercise, which ran out across the whole business, where we got teams organised. They went out and experienced things from a customer's perspective. We had, they came back and played those ideas back, and we got down to 3 finalists, 3 final teams, and the winning team got £25 worth of vouchers and an extra day's holiday. Not a fantastic prize, but the commitment and the desire that brought out in those people to take part and really understand things from a customer perspective was fantastic. And we got 80 service improvements ideas off the back of that, non-system service ideas that we're implementing. We've also tuned up our recognition. We have spot prizes for great service, and anybody can nominate for those awards. We have a monthly Employee of the Month award, £100 worth of vouchers. That person is brought out at our monthly town hall, and that's a really sought-after accolade. And also internally at the moment, any service awards or prizes that are available, we target them and we win them. Why not? And we'll be looking to go after those externally next year. And underpinning all of this, we've got a very active sports and social committee. Recently, 7 people did a parachute drop. We've got 12 people doing the Trail Walkers Challenge, 100 kilometres in 30 hours. I'm doing that. We have quiz nights, treasure hunts, race nights, dress down days, you name it. The management team are fully involved. I'm a great believer in work hard, play hard. We've got to do this to get everybody on the bus. And there you go. There's an example, a bit of fun set up by our sports and social committee, the 3 amigos. Everybody on that day was dressed up in a cultural dress down day. It was really good fun, lots of focused customer initiatives in there, and we raised £500 for a local charity. So really good fun. I've talked a bit about the Institute of Customer Service. I'm not on their payroll. I just think they're a great organisation if you're prepared to get stuck in. Each quarter we have a Customer Service Week, and we're about to launch into our 3rd quarterly Customer Service Week. It's Olympic themed, and it will be opened by one of our global board directors, showing the commitment of the most senior people in the business to great service. And it's full of all sorts of activities. Great fun, lots of learning, and interestingly we get 2 clients in who come and tell us what great service is like for them, what it's like in terms of the way we deliver it, and what's it like when it goes wrong. And that really helps our people understand that they're doing a job that's important to people, not just pushing pieces of work around. Once again, it's all about work hard, play hard. It's tough to organise, tough to roll out, but at the end of it, we're all exhausted and we've learnt a lot and had a lot of fun. So priority number 2 for me, the tools to deliver. And we've recently installed our foundation phase of our new record-keeping system. And that's supported by enhanced workflow provided by AWD10. This is important because it gives us prioritised work allocation, robust MI, and a clear line of sight of service performance, which we didn't have that before. There's embedded risk management in there, and full system integration. So it really does help us up our game. We've a new web offering that will go live in the autumn, and that is going to be groundbreaking. So watch this space on that one. We've got a fully automated enrollment engine that's been tested out, and we're currently demoing it to clients, and the feedback we're receiving is first rate. Last year I brought in a new head of contact centre, and we've also brought in a new telephony system in February. And that's transformed the service performance of that part of the business. 98% of calls answered, 83% within 20 seconds, and our call quality is currently 7 out of 10 and on the way up. And we receive great feedback from our members and from our clients. We have a new knowledge base. It's easy to use, I can use it, and also easy to keep up to date. And I've mentioned the integrated risk management tool, which we deploy effectively and enables our clients to sleep easily at night. So, we've made real progress in deploying the tools that make it easy for my people and also for our customers. So priority 3 for me, and this really is a game changer. We've invested in lean service excellence, and I brought in a Lean Six Sigma black belt last year to focus on continuous improvement training, deep dive process reviews, and also process oversight of our new system delivery that's been coming in the last 12 months and so on. We've now 50 accredited service excellence belts who are lean trained, 14 are yellow belts. We've got people progressing towards green. We're building out our own black belt. We've got 2 candidates for black belt internally as well. We also launched a Bright Ideas program last year at the same time. And it was nothing more exciting than putting some boxes around the building. And we launched it effectively. We got a staggering 200 non-system improvement ideas. It's 200. And we've implemented 86. Now, I didn't think it'd work. I was assured it would. And it really did. And it was a game changer for us in terms of getting people involved and seeing that their ideas could have an impact on the business. We have an employee change improvement committee, and that's made up of representatives from each area of the business. And that committee, which I chair, owns and manages out our employee opinion survey plan. I mentioned we were bottom globally, then top in business operations, and now targeting top globally. Those frontline people manage that plan and roll it out. And they drag in department heads, and it's a bit like the Dragon's Den where they give them a tough time, but it's really driven by the front line. The people own the plan, and it's made a difference. Last April, we introduced daily focus client meetings where we look, it's a short 30-minute punchy session where we're focusing on the client experience, what's working, what's not, new clients, and so on. And we also have a weekly service recovery meeting where we do a more detailed review of continuous improvement ideas, what we need to do to put things right. So we're on a journey. There's much to do. We've made some progress, and there's plenty to go at. Just to give you some numbers on how things are progressing, operating events are down 36% year on year. And against tracked errors by per 1,000 transactions, down 22% year on year. So the activities we're having in changing the culture of the business and focusing people on the customer and continuous improvement are bearing fruit. And all that is against an increase in transactions, work volumes of 15%. Well, there we are. There's work to do, but we are building a real focus on the customer experience. So finally, to pull it all together, as we move towards a world-class service experience, I'm trying really hard to get everybody engaged because I need all my team on the bus. We're developing the tools to make it easy for the team and for our customers, and we're turning our business to face the customer with our goal of establishing a new benchmark in service delivery.